Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need bad energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took a L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be the youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring now. In the scene like GOT. Stay away.
Don't sleep. I love that little song, man. It's called Good Vibes Only. I love it. And it was copyright free stuff that I got from the editing app that I use. What's up, people? Welcome to the Tuesday Takeover. I'm your host, JJ Video Reacts. And hopefully everybody has been having a good week so far and is ready for Christmas. I know that we are slowly but surely trying to get through the holiday, you know what I mean? And luckily we were blessed enough to have family up this weekend. And that was amazing. Brooke, we love you. We miss you already. My mother-in-law, my um, aunt-in-law, and Peggy, Kathy, my mother-in-law. It was fun. It was a ball. It was a ball. So yeah, that was amazing. We gotta do that more often. Shout out to everybody that is part of the J Crew. We are up to 598. All right. So the needle has moved. It has moved up a notch, and I am much appreciative of that. We are tipping right over the border, right under the border of 600. So we are moving in the right direction, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody that's a part of the J Crew. That comes in the midday, that comes in the Tuesday, that supports vegan knowledge and her journey with the vegan channel. I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely upfront and honest with everybody. I have been watching, and this is all through the 1000 fault. I have been watching um Love Without Borders. So I honestly, when I started getting into the what did we just watch, y'all? God, my memory anymore. I gotta get some blueberries in my life, Jen. I need the blueberries help with your memory, guys. Um, what the hell? What the tell-alls? Oh, Single Life, Single Life. Okay. So Single Life, we're done with that, and I just kind of blew off heavily after heavily. That's a Freudian slip right there. New Year's resolution, baby. New Year's resolution. What is everybody's New Year's resolution this year, by the way? Those of you them, yeah. What is your New Year's resolution? Mine is, of course, to get completely on the fast and raw journey. You know me, I'm trying to do the hardcore thing, fast throughout the day and eat the salad at night. It's a hard thing to maintain. Jen did it for 6 months. We're so competitive. If she can do it, damn it. But yeah, it's really for the health. It's for the health. So, and I'm proud of her and her journey. She has come a long way. So that's awesome. She's my inspiration. Um, but yeah. So in saying that, I have not watched any of the Happily Ever After. Not even coming into tonight. I'm like, I tried to cram it, but I said, you know what? I'll just do some live watching. I'll watch some on the show. You guys can fill me in. I got the link up there. The link is pinned to the top now. So if you ever want to join in, hit that link, come on in, because I don't know what the hell happened on Happily Ever After. I'm just being real. I did see most of the week before. So I know that Angela, what? Gave in to Michael. Gave in to Michael. What was going on in the bed, y'all? I'm like, I don't need to see Angela Michael just, and you know, you could clearly see. I think he was in her nether region. She probably works him like that too. She probably don't get him off at all. Okay, I hate to go there, but she just seems like that type. Come on, to the right, hurry up. You know what I mean? It's like she just seems like that type of chick. It is what it is. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I see the chat going over there. I can't tell who's yet. Let me click up on this phone. Shout out, of course, to my lovely wife, Vegan Knowledge. Hi, baby. Hey, Kim Turner. How are you? Good to see you. Dolly Bush. Hello, darling. Merry Christmas to you too, sweetheart. Buddha, what's up, baby girl? Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Buddha. Always on. Buddha, I need you over on TikTok. What's up? Hit the link tree, girl. Hit the link tree. Hit my TikTok. Follow me on there. I need you to be a mod for me on TikTok for real. I need you. I really do. Cause Yeah, it gets crazy over there sometimes, and I need a good mod. Not saying that the ones I have aren't, but I haven't really given them the opportunity. But please, please, I'll be your best friend. Renee Revelinsky, hey babe, welcome back. How are you? Oh, it's gonna be good though. Where am I at? The the 4-part tell all is gonna be good though. What? I'm looking forward to what? Are they doing? Don't tell me there's a part 4 to Single Life, because that would be crazy. Single Life was so much better than. That's why. That's why I did that, because I was getting bored with Happily Ever After and Single Life. At least we had Debbie and Tony. We had the cult thing going on. Is he gonna like Tony? Is Tony gonna give him his ass to kiss and cuss him out on Debbie's behalf? We got everything we wanted to see with that, didn't we? I was happy for God. I was happy for them. Debbie might be the only one that I've seen really legit hook up with somebody that seems like she actually found her person. Like, it wasn't for the cameras. It wasn't like she found this guy online and said, "You know what? I'm gonna need you to come on the show because you're Canadian. I really am into you. You're into me. So would you mind incorporating our relationship into the? Because hey guys, I found my person. Can he come on with me?" It's like, because she was going through it for a minute. Guys ghosting her, and I mean, but it's that's why I love Debbie though. Who cares? Age is a number. Chronologically, inside, you're still the same person you were at 17, 25, 35. You know what I mean? So that's all those people that you were are still in there. Okay. So you still have your youth on the inside. Of course, she's not going to roll over and drop it. I'm glad she found somebody at 70. You know, I hope though. I honestly, let me know what you guys think of the chat. Do you think Coleman? And I know we established that we think that Vanessa's pregnant, but how long do you really see her and Cole stay together? I'm curious. I'm curious. I mean, we can get into some happily ever after. I'll turn it on right here and just kind of watch it while I'm talking. I don't want to do that. But dipping back on Single Life, dude, I really don't see Colt. I don't see Colt maturing enough to be with, because you saw how she was complaining. People divorce with 2 kids all the time. So it's like, I don't see them being together in 5 years. I really don't. I don't see her having the patience to deal with Colt for that long. I think he's going to throw some jealous tantrums because Debbie's got Tony. Oh, she's not paying me any attention. Okay, well, when she was there, you wanted her gone. So he's got to grow up and make up his mind, right? But I'm really happy for her. And the cool thing is they ain't got to worry about bringing no kids into the relationship, right? So I think we got somebody trying to come home. All right. Is it the same? Let's see. What do we got here? No.
I think
Hello.
hello. I think I came in 2 times, but you got me in once.
Yep, 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 yep.
What's
How
up,
are you, honey?
everyone? I'm good.
She's been over there hanging out on TikTok.
No, no, no. I was listening to this show and cooking. I was on TikTok earlier, though. I'm hooked on TikTok. You're right.
I know
It's very addictive.
I'm telling you guys, it's like, please, please go up top, click the link, or is it up there? No, that's the
Yeah,
join one. The link is in the description of this bio. Please click the link. Go join the TikTok
you
J
know,
Crew.
what happens though is that like I ignore things that come out for like years. People are like, "Oh, you just now found out about TikTok." But I like it's like YouTube for a while. We didn't know could go live on YouTube, so
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is. We're just catching up with the times.
That's it. That's
We're
it.
busy. We
But
live under a rock.
come hang out over on TikTok and join the put you are the original J Crew, so join the J Crew over there. And let's hang out. And I play music over there, I do all kinds of stuff, so um and join Jen's channel, please. Vegan Knowledge also is over there. And it's she does everything. She's got one on there where she's teaching you how to juggle. I love that video. I love that video. It's so like you're the best teacher. And it's like I could even learn how to juggle from that. My non-seeing ass. You know what I mean? I mean, I could just like
You
feel
don't
my
need to
way
see
the
the
way
juggle, right?
yeah, but the way you describe it, anybody could do it.
It's cool. I like to teach people how to do things. So juggling,
She taught
whatever
me
I
how
know,
to
you
play
know.
poker and she taught me football. I did not know about a 50-yard line from a 10-yard line. But now I know. And I got into it for a long time. I'm disappointed in the Ravens, so I haven't really been following it. Lamar Jackson, I don't know what's going on with him. But the last time I watched football where I was seriously into it, Lamar was burning up the field. So that was like not his rookie year, but his sophomore year, he killed it. And then just things started doing this. So I don't know. I lost interest.
I jumped in when you guys were talking about so Dolly Bush said, Renee, they broke up, didn't they? And Buddha said, I don't know, but I do know Usman dogs the heck out of her. And then Renee said, I agree. I think Vanessa and Colt may not last. Renee said, yeah, they broke up after Jamal left. Usman told Kim she needs a tummy tuck. Whoa, right. And Dolly Bush, I was like, wow, Buddha said. Usman really wants Zara. Hi, all said
Yes.
Row, hi. Look, I was reading it like I was reading a book. Hi, all said Row.
And then
What's
Ro
up,
said,
Row?
"What's up, Ro? How you doing, baby girl?"
Dolly,
Oh
that's
man.
crazy.
So I'm telling you, that's nuts.
We need to catch up on this.
What's going on with Vanessa? Is she pregnant? I think Rose said she's pregnant. So because she had the video with Colt saying baby first when he let her walk in front of him. So he clued us in.
Well, she did look. I noticed that on the
She was
first part of
thicker.
the tell-all that she was. I thought they were
She
just
was
like,
had a
but
little
he
bit of weight
wasn't
to
getting
her.
too much bigger. So I'm like, something's going on, and she looked kind of like she did have kind of like a glowing type. And for them to apologize to the mom, something was different in their life.
Yeah.
Because he was in a hating mood, and then all of a sudden turned into like, choir boy.
Smoothie mom, I love you.
hmm
I mean, that's
I
because
don't know if I
Tony,
can be in Canada with my grandchild. Yeah,
right?
I don't know if I can stay over here. I feel like she's gonna then now have a problem. Or are they gonna bring the child to Canada for a month or something?
Yeah, you know it. Tony's gonna be a granddaddy, but I don't know. I don't see. I see Colt respecting her now because Tony's in the picture, and he's not gonna allow Colt to disrespect her. So now he's like, "Oh, you got backup? Okay, let me back off a little bit." But I don't know. And I'm looking at Happily Ever After and the stuff that I'm seeing with Angela giving in. She gave in to Michael. He told her he didn't want her going to Canada. And she was like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to come over here and be the one to bust things up. So yeah, you're my husband. Ultimately, what you want is, what's going to make both of us happy. So I'm not going. I have to admit, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. She totally melted. He must
Well,
be
you know why though? He started packing his stuff up and did her
he
kind
did
of
a
little
takeaway.
takeaway and said, "Okay, well, fine." Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, Angela's insecure, and she does a
Yep.
lot of that to get him to hold on tighter. Like, oh, another man likes me. And when that
And it
didn't
worked.
work, and he was about to like roll out, you know? Oh, and then she finds out Michael is cheating, Rose said. What?
What? Bro,
For
get your
real?
ass up here. What's happening? Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, because this
He
is a
got
lot of
caught
gossip.
cheating?
We are so behind. We've been watching this new show. Who was it? Buddha that you said did this to
Buddha
us?
did it. It's all Buddha's fault.
Below Deck. Did somebody tell me about that too? That's a pretty cool show. I've been watching that. I think
She's
that
been
might have
trying to
been
get me
somebody at
to
work.
watch this updated version of the Love Boat.
Renee said, I do not care for Usman. The nerve of him asking Muhammad for Mahadi. I can't imagine how Muhammad's wife felt. Right?
It's like, listen, stop being lazy. Stop trying to use Kim for a green card. Get a wife and make your own babies. No, you're not having our kid. The hell?
Just
You
so he
know,
could
get
go
your
to
own
America.
damn
It's
kid.
like the whole family's in on it, you know.
It's
Let him
like,
go
you're a
to
young
America.
man. Right. You're
Right.
a young man. Go make your own babies.
Buddha said there's a voicemail. Oh, a voicemail of Michael cheating? Is that what it is? And Usman did. I saw that too, Buddha. When just going back
Who's
to
he
your
cheating
comment
with?
about Zara, I feel like if it's not Zara, then it's somebody like you know. I've gone back and forth with Usman. I can't understand him or Submit and what they see in these women, but I've started to trust them. And now you're telling me I shouldn't.
Okay, so the big thing on this episode is Angela sitting in her backyard boo-hooing because she found out that Michael's been cheating on her and was cheating even when she was in Nigeria.
What?
And she gets a voicemail that I don't know how she got it, they don't explain it, but a voicemail of Michael actually talking to this other woman and talking to her the same way he's always
What?
talked to Angela. Like, I love you, babe. She'll be leaving soon. We're still gonna be together. It was
What?
on this last episode. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on. I've got to put that on. I've got to see that. You're
Mm-mm-mm.
kidding.
No, dead serious.
Well, now she can go to Canada
Previously, on 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after.
and be
Can
with
you
her
guys
other
hear that?
boyfriend. Saying he's going to send the other women money, Buddha said. Whoa, so
Yeah.
he's taking Angela's money and sending
Taking
it to
Angela's
them?
money and giving it to her. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah. This was like the big thing in this episode, and then it goes, the tell-all's coming next.
I mean, did you see
Is
what
that
she did to
really?
your car when you just didn't answer the phone? Do you know what's getting ready to happen to you, Michael?
And the
Wow,
way they're
Michael's
doing
been.
the tell-all, where Usman and Michael are going to be together in Nigeria on the tell-all,
Mm.
and
Ah,
like
okay.
everybody's meeting up and whatnot, and that's why it's going to
Wow.
be 4 parts. Like, we already have like a 3 or 4 part tell-all with the freaking sister wives. I'm sorry, I got
I
into
gotta go
Sister
check
Wives
my
this season,
cabbage.
and it has been good.
Has it?
Oh yeah, all the wives are leaving.
Oh
He's
my
left with
God.
one. He's down to one.
Wow. This guy, he don't know how to treat them women.
Oh, Renee, I like your conspiracy theory. She says Michael and Angela are using this storyline so they can remain on another 90 Day Fiancé spinoff.
Yeah, I think a lot of those couples do that. Ed
Yeah.
is the champion of it. Ed is on everything of every season of everything. He's been consistently on this show for like what 3-4 years now.
Okay. Remember the news that came out a few months ago, the gossip about the tell all and how, you know, uh oh my god, Ed's girlfriend's name just went out of my head.
Liz?
How Liz, how she was, he paid her to do this season.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the little things that are happening towards the end of the season, it really leads towards that. Like, she didn't discuss with him taking the partnership in the restaurant. You didn't watch this episode, did you, Dawn?
I did not. I said that first thing. I said it first thing. I was hoping you would come up here. because I have not seen it. Because honestly, Single Life kind of took my attention from it. And yeah, so I just like the past 2 episodes I haven't seen. I saw the one where Michael told Angela that he didn't like she was talking to the guy in Canada. And then okay, so they're pulling off in the Jeep. She didn't like he was talking to the guy in Canada. So I looked at a little bit of the one right before here where she basically gave in to Michael and told him that, yeah, okay, I'm not going to Canada.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to change and it's going to blow up at the tell-all because I think it's the end of the episode. Angela's sitting there, like the whole episode, it cuts back and forth, but you see her crying and then the producers ask Angela what's going on and she's breaking down and she says, Michael's been cheating on me. And then she plays the voicemail.
Wow, I wonder who hooked her up with that. Okay, so Ed's meeting his mother. That is his mom, right?
Yeah, and mom still doesn't approve of Liz, but they're building Ed and she are going to build their relationship back because she misses her son and he can always come to her. She'll always love him, blah, 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 but she's still not down with Liz. She made her mind up at that point. So then Ed turns to Liz and says, I'm not ready to get married. I don't know when I'll be ready to get married. And then Liz decides, well, I'm going to go in on this partnership. F you. She doesn't say that to Ed, but that's basically what she did because she comes home and tells him, hey, I said yes to the partnership.
That good for her because Ed's ultimately been in control of her feelings the entire time, breaking up, making up. He's using that power to take control of her and the relationship, and she took some power back with that. Good for her.
Oh, and she looked good in that car riding up to that, to that meeting with the chef. Like she had her hair blockers on. She was dressed nice. She was ready. She's like, I'm ready to be single. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, and Buddha said Ed is going to be accused of reaching out to Rose on the tell-all.
Really? He probably did because he's a clout chaser and she's got clout now.
And then Buddha also said Usman
that's
told
what's
Michael
wrong with him.
No being nice to Angela on the tell-all. Yeah, the coming attractions for the tell-all, it's going to be a freaking 4-part tell-all.
What they are stretching these out. Single Life was 3. No more 2
Yeah,
parts.
but it got worse and worse and worse as we went. And the way they're doing the tell-all is you're going to get at the studio and like them meeting up like the night before. And,
really?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I did. I pushed anybody that.
Why does he look different? He looks like Elvis now or something. What's different about him?
And Jovi gave in to Yara. She's staying and he's coming home.
Oh my God. I feel bad for Jovi. I really do. Because Yara, it's clear Yara is no longer into him.
No.
At all. And she's trying to ease her way out of this marriage.
And that's the last thing I heard him say, because I kind of fast forwarded through a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because it's just been them fighting over her staying or not. But he's like, I don't think our marriage is gonna make it. I don't think she's ever gonna want to come back.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect.
Like, isn't that a shame?
Yeah.
Yes, Buddha. Buddha said, I'm glad Liz took that dang job. Bump Eddie Monster.
He does look like Eddie Monster because his hair looks.
All he needs is that widow peak in the front.
Right. And it looks like he's kind of got one a little bit with this little cowlick thing he's going on. He looks like Eddie Monster.
And then Dolly said, didn't Usman yell at Angela and Jenny cursed at someone? Yeah, but they're cutting in and out so we don't know who they're talking to. It's just to get us,
it's an editing
primed
trick.
And ready.
Yeah, it's an editing trick. They're probably not even saying anything remotely close to anything what it looks like anyway.
But I'm hoping Jenny pulls a Debbie and is like the older voice of reason on the tell-all.
Yeah.
Jenny submits
Y-
Jenny.
Yeah,
Good luck with that. She's so
I
irrational.
I said I was hoping. I want somebody on the damn show to be a voice of reason because it's not Sean Robinson.
Right.
It damn sure is not. Look, I wanted Tim to jump over in her seat and take over the tell all so bad I didn't know what to do. I
Well,
think
didn't he
Tim would be
pretty much do
awesome.
that from his seat?
He did. He did. He did. That's probably why I'm saying that, because I was getting more into what Tim was saying.
And Debbie was saying everything we were saying, like yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to do that for us. I hope maybe, they're going to have like a Tim and Kenneth behind the scenes like they did last time.
And the fact that
Yeah, I
That would
remember
be
that.
awesome. That would be awesome.
my heart,
Oh, Jenny got into an argument with Ed, according to Buddha.
even if she's not ready to be a big
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
at least it's a small step in the right
I'd love to see Jenny and Ed go at it.
It does give me hope, knowing that one day, my mom.
What
Is Jenny home?
Uh, she's live for the tell-all,
So
but I
she's
didn't.
there.
Yeah, but Submit is on video screen.
Oh shit. She's home then. Because they damn sure are filming this over in India.
No, ma'am, she's live on the stage,
Oh
and
wow.
he's on a video screen.
You guys tell me what you think that means and how long. How long is that for? Is it permanent? I wonder what happened. Did he hit her off with the I don't want to go to America and on top of that, let's have a kid type shit? And she's like, oh hell no.
She's like, I'm gonna go visit my daughter, and I'm not coming back.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, it's like, okay, I bungee jumped. Jesus. Now you want a kid? Okay, we're taking
Right.
it a bit far, right?
She's like,
And
he's
then-
taking it a little too far.
And Buddha said Jovi might get into it with Andre. I hope somebody knocks Andre down a peg or two, because that therapy session was a hot freaking mess with the family.
Oh, I
That
missed
therapist lost
that.
all control.
Okay, I think I know what. Hey Jen, you down for watching this one when we get off of here?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to catch up. It's just the 2 episodes. I saw that third one in, but the one before this one and this one, we need to watch this shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Because
whole family sits in therapy, and Andre
I knew
brings
that
up
was coming.
Andre and Libby bring up what the immigration attorney told them about somebody might have
Right,
called in on
okay.
them.
And I
And
see
then-
the dad's like, I'm going to look every one of my kids in the eye.
Yeah, well, and the dad says, yes, this is what they were told. And the sister goes, well, do you have any proof anybody made a phone call? And, the Shakespeare line, thou doth protest too loudly. When somebody is guilty of something, they're like, no, I didn't do that. Why would I do that? I wouldn't do something like that. The brother and his girlfriend are like, why would we call immigration? We don't even know how to call immigration. We don't even know what your immigration status is. Cut to the tell all. And it sounds like the brother is saying without saying that, yeah, we did it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dang.
Wow.
Hey, Janetta. Janetta says, hi,
Janetta.
everyone. I'm
Janetta.
sorry I'm late.
Hey,
That's
Janetta, how you
right.
doing, honey?
We're just gonna give you
Glad
an
to have
occurrence.
you.
You
That's
gotta give
okay,
us an
Janetta. I was
occurrence.
late, too.
I was late too.
You slackers. Love you, though.
Jovi might
Hey.
get into it with Andre. Did we read that yet? I just cut back in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that, and then we got on to the Andre therapy,
Ah.
the family therapy session, because I said somebody needs to cut Andre down a peg or two, because he tried to take over that whole therapy session. It was, and then the sisters are
I
like, "Well, do you have
cannot
proof somebody made a phone
stand him.
call? How are we supposed to have proof?
Right.
It's
Which
anonymous."
one got in his face? The blonde. What's her name? I forget her name.
I think her name is Jen. It's
Yeah,
either Jen or
right,
Becky because they're both blondes.
Yeah,
right.
I get them mixed up.
It's
I
the
I
had
one
them
with the
wrong
curly
last
hair.
time.
I love the tall girl with the straighter hair that got back in his grill when he stood up on them. She looked like she was literally getting ready to slap the living shit out of
Yeah,
him.
she's
I
got curly
wanted her
hair this
to.
season, but I'm pretty sure that's
I
Jennifer.
think what
Yeah.
he doesn't like about them is like he felt like he was in with them when they were all against Charlie. Like it was like Andre was in with the family and the sisters, and then all of a sudden Charlie
They
like
went
got
back to
them on his
bro.
side. It's like no, that's it. That's their family. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
but it's
now.
like when you watch the therapy session, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jen.
Oh,
Um,
you're good.
you've got Andre and Libby sitting next to Chuck, and then the two girls are next to between Chuck and Pam, the mom, and then you've got Charlie and his girlfriend on the other side of Pam. So it's like you've got the family split. These are on
Right.
Chuck's side, and these are on Pam's side, with the
Yeah.
two
They're
girls
Mm,
like
in the middle.
divided.
Because they've
okay.
said, the family is divided. It's either your
Yeah.
team Pam or your team Chuck. They can't like do any kind of family events or Christmas together. Everything's separate now, which it wasn't before.
Wow.
But you know what? It was already
All
at
because
some
of
point
Andre,
it had
And
honestly.
to
that's
be
what Libby
separate
tried to say
though.
is it was already separate and they're trying to
Yeah.
lay it all on Andre. I don't like that she was defending him, but we saw that. It was like certain events happened at Chuck's house, certain events happened at Pam's house.
And then the thing is, though, that at some point Chuck and Pam were divorced, so there was a split, and
Yeah.
there was a problem. And that's where a lot of this animosity is coming from. It's not like I don't see that Andre is the cause of the family issues. He just magnified them because the family likes to take sides. And they even take sides on each other. Like they took sides against Libby, in my opinion. Remember the bachelorette party?
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And the
Crazy.
first
And
time we
finally
see the
the other
split,
sister was like, "Hey, give her like, we're here like I get it, but like you have to realize where your sister is in if you're going to support her in her relationship, you can't also be anti her relationship. You know what I
Right.
mean?"
and we first saw the split between Chuck and Pam with the fight with Andre and Charlie. They all went to Chuck's house,
Yeah.
and that's when they had the fight.
And then when Charlie came in and was like, "Call the cops." Remember that?
Yeah. Is that the one where he was crying?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was a
No, that was the
yes.
barbecue.
Exactly. They already had a problem, and Andre came in, Buddha said, as a snake and took advantage of it all. Yeah, that's definitely true too.
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
I don't like the way that, he needs to be supportive of her being supportive of her family, not like I don't ever want to talk to them again. Like there's another people on the show that I can't think of right now, but
Oh, and
he's
his
doing
whole
the same
thing,
thing.
the end of the episode with the end of Andre and Libby at the end of the episode is Andre talking to the camera saying, "We're a family. She is my wife. If we have to leave the country, she is going with me." Like she
Wow.
doesn't have a choice in the matter. Like she is his property and he will drag her out of the country.
That's exactly what he means by that.
Yeah. And I think here's what the thing is, like I think Libby wants that family and she wants to give that respect to her husband, but he's just too over the top with it. Like, okay, you need to understand that you don't you need to get along with her family and you need to make this okay for her. I guess what I don't understand is when people have situations with families, your own spouse's mental health depends on that relationship with that family. So if you have to bend a little or do a little more to get along with them,
Oh
you
yeah.
can't just say like it's not like two people and we've just met these other two people and we're like, you know what, we're just not going to talk to them anymore. Like you're telling her not to talk to her family anymore that she's known since she was like zero. Like
Yeah.
Buddha said yes because he wouldn't let that go down with his mother and father. Right. I always see that double standard, Buddha. I saw the way it was with his father. And a lot of people like him are exactly like that. Like she wouldn't be able to even, raise her voice one bit to his family or even say anything off the wall. But people set the standard for their family. If she had set that standard with him, then
Well,
that
not only that, but like she is learning and teaching Ellie Romanian to be able to talk to his father, and
right,
he can't even just sit down and shut up and get through a meal with her family.
Never,
right.
ever. I'm watching the therapy session right now.
Oh God.
They need midday therapy done.
I didn't know that they hadn't seen each other in a year.
Yeah, since the fight at the pool.
Yeah.
I'd like to know from each of you, what would you like to see change?
Oh my God, Jen, the mediator looks just like Miss Harrison, a lady down here that was one
No
of our
way.
best customers when we. Or yeah, she reminds me of Miss Harrison. She sounds and looks just like her, like maybe a younger version, but she really sounds like her.
And now, split. You know, birthday party over
I'm
here.
gonna have to check that out.
Birthday party over there. Christmas over here. Christmas over there.
Yeah, he's describing Christmas over here, Christmas over there.
Hard to have a split family.
Were things ever normal?
I feel like Andre should shut his mouth and just listen to
I
what
was
they're
scared of what you were
saying.
gonna do. I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh, she
I
winds up having
know.
to break out like the talking stick, but it's a ball.
Oh, okay.
My name is Pamela. What you would like is to see people be able to spend time together comfortably and happily.
Yeah, of course.
What, they have to go to a ball to take turns?
Yeah, whoever's holding this ball prism thing looks like a children's toy is the only one that's supposed to be talking.
Ah,
Her husband got in her ear and basically was trying to be divisive in our family. And
No,
now
I
we
can
got
hear
my dad
Chuck.
here trying to turn my dad against me.
Yeah,
No,
like I
my
noticed
relationship
that
with you
there
is
was just
constrained, and
like,
the reason is because
he's
of your
very
disrespect
like
with me. You text
very
me late
touchy
night when
about
you're
his
drinking.
family
And
and
all times
what
it's
she
all
can
kinds of
and
nasty,
can't do.
disrespectful things.
And it's
And then I
like,
got right up Andre's ass saying I'm a woman, I'm weak.
oh,
That's why you're cut off, because of the disrespect. I can't
Cut off
take
from
it.
what, bro?
Me.
You're cut off from my family.
Okay, because of disrespect. Charlie, was
oh,
things
Charlie
Oh.
was saying that to the dad.
You were the closest of all my kids, me and you. And when you come to my house for a barbecue, yeah, right? And I was attacked. And when I was attacked. No. I was sitting there.
He had no ill
The bottom line is they do not respect the father.
and not being spoken to. That was holidays.
No,
Thank
he's
you,
just the
Buddha.
ATM.
Yeah.
To hash things out. And the minute we walked out, he's like, "Hey, call the cops." In a joking manner, and this guy's like, "Come in, shut up, and sit down."
I think Charlie got a little bit jealous of Andre and
First of all, when you came over the barbecue, it was dry. You know, just like.
Yeah, see, they're negating the fact that Charlie also was drinking. I mean, look what he did with their wedding.
yeah, the wedding was really off the wall. That
And
wasn't the
don't get me wrong,
time
I
and
can't
place.
stand Andre's ass, but
Right, but it's still
Charlie's not innocent either.
Drunk, bro. You are. No. Y'all drinking just as much as anybody, bro. Who drinks like you do?
What is with the bro thing? That drives me crazy. How
That's
he
the
keeps saying
flavor of the
bro.
month word.
But the lack of respect in calling your dad bro.
Yeah,
Right.
right. And he
They
allows it. He just that's why they keep doing it. I can only
they
imagine how they
are
talk to him as
all
children.
very disrespectful to their
They
parents.
had to have grown up in them. That
Hmm.
probably started very young and he never nipped it in the bud.
No, it probably started with Pam talking to Chuck that way and Chuck
Yep.
just being passive and taking it. So the
Yep.
kids
And they
think they can
spawned
do
that.
it because monkey see, monkey do.
Yep.
No matter how much we fight, I've not ever cheated on Michael. You know, I had a little crush. I admitted that. But this right here,
Had a little crush. They both can be right. Charlie and Andre are an issue. Yeah, I think so.
Wow,
Like
she is boo-hooing.
until we get rid of
Oh, you got to
like
Angela finally?
Charlie and
Yeah, they
Andre.
showed a preview just now of her boo-hooing. Good God Almighty! I mean, that looks like real crocodile tears right there.
Yeah.
Buddha is exactly right. Charlie and Andre are the issue for sure.
Oh
Charlie and
God, yeah,
Andre are mirrors of each other. They are the same
That's why
person.
they don't get
yes,
That's
along.
why they butt heads.
yep.
He took it
They
and
both
ran
want to
with
be
it.
the alpha.
Yep.
And I think Charlie and one of the sisters
Oh, it's
actually
on
took
Jovi and Yara.
offense to Andre wanting to get into the family business instead of looking at it like, okay, maybe, this is good for Libby, like the dad was, like
Yeah,
he's
See,
trying to get in the family business. They looked at it like he was trying to take from them,
yep. Take money out of
and
their pocket.
I
this
didn't
is
necessarily
another
see
thing
it
that
that
pisses
way.
me off about Yara. They've got a baby in it now, and you know that little girl is Jovi's heart. She looks just like him, and he's so
Hmm.
proud of her. And the fact that Yara is pulling this shit now, and of course, it's no brainer. She's taking the baby. That's come
I
on.
think like what happened there, like it looked like she just made a 360 like switch up in my opinion. Like she was the one telling him, Jovi, you're married now. We can't go out. We can't do this. All of a sudden she wants her freedom. I'm like, what happened there? Something changed. Was it those friends she started hanging out with or something?
No, the baby was out of the infant stage. It could be with a babysitter and wasn't stuck to her. And she was like, I can finally let my hair down.
I just never seen anybody do that quite that big of a turnaround, like from the baby being little to the baby,
Well, she was stuck at home for 4 months with no help from grandma. Um, so because he's on the boat for 4 months out of the at a time.
Right, right.
So she's staring at the same four walls with this baby attached to her. So that's again one of the reasons why she wants to stay with in Europe right now with her mom and her friends and her family and like get a break.
Renee said if Andre had any respect for Libby, he wouldn't treat her parents the way he does. He's just abusive. Yeah, Renee, he
That's the
definitely treats
problem. He
them
doesn't
bad.
respect any of them. Libby, the father, the mother, none of it. Charlie, none of them.
No.
But the bad part is they don't respect each other.
They don't. They
How many times have
they're
we seen
all
them implode as a family? And Andre saw that, and he just zips right in through the weakness hole and just
Hmm.
chomps on everybody like Pac-Man. Yes,
but
let's keep the negativity going.
this family does not think about what they want. They are all about that. They look for stuff to get in conflicts about. It just seems like, and they're always like, oh, but we love each other. We want to be all this one big happy family. But as soon as they saw that Libby was with Andre and it was a sticky situation, they jumped on that. And then as soon as they saw that Charlie, and Andre were fighting and he was drinking, they jumped on Andre's side, like they jump on the dad's side. You know what I mean? Like dad's now wanting to be with, give him more money than he's given us. It's like they look for conflict, so there's never any like resolution because what they really want is to keep drama going. It seems like to me, they don't want to all be in one big peaceful happy family.
And that's what Libby said in the therapy session is, you know, there was drama in the family before Andre even came along. So don't blame this all on
There
Andre.
had to be. Like there's no way they could have gotten so divided over one person.
I never want to be separated with you, Joey. When you go to work, I always never want to be separated with you.
Thank you
Because it's
everybody
happening,
for coming.
And I'm
That's
just
awesome.
accepting it.
Look at
So
all
I
these
think
people
it's
we
better
haven't
for
seen
me.
in a whole, well, it feels like a long time, but it's just been a week. Why does this feel like it's been a long week?
Because it's been a long week.
It
Okay.
has been a long week.
I spent my morning wrapping Christmas presents. It's been a
Oh
long
gosh.
week.
And then next week is next Sunday Christmas?
Really?
This coming Sunday.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just want you to be safe. Like, you don't need to tell me where you
I'm
are.
like so
I'm
lost
your
on when
friends always
Christmas is
leave.
because the family came
Okay,
last
okay.
weekend.
Okay, you can write a plan for me if you want.
I had a plan.
We had to
Yeah,
rush it.
really, Milo, Steve, you can play over here.
I know I saw your pictures on Facebook.
It was fun though.
For this Wednesday.
I got some cool stuff. I got this thing I want to use, and I forgot to get corn on the cob again. I was just at the
What makes
store.
it easier, Milo?
It's like a
And
little tool that you
I
can
want you to
take.
be
And
happy.
did you
That's
see
all.
that? I don't know
it
if I
cuts the
showed it.
corn off. Yeah, I have
Yes,
one.
I love it. Oh my goodness, I
In
need
this
to
kind of
use that.
situation, we have to give and take.
Um, I
So,
need a close
I'm
up of the jacket that Dawn got.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
the
more
Prince
open
one.
to my opinions and my feelings and what I
Huh? The jacket.
in our marriage.
that you got for Christmas.
I
Is
don't
it the
know. For
pizza
example,
blanket or the
where I live,
Prince
having
jacket?
another
The
child.
Prince jacket.
Ah, okay. I'll get you a close up. It's more like a
What Prince
t-shirt.
jacket? It's a t-shirt.
Oh, it looked like a jacket.
I'm like, what Prince
I
jacket?
thought it was
Is there
I
a
thought it was the pizza
surprise?
blanket. She was all into it.
Well,
Like, is there
the
a
cool
blanket?
thing
I mean, is there a
is,
jacket? Where's the jacket?
Jen, for my birthday, like last year, or was it the year before? Either way, she
Year
got
before.
me some tennis shoes with Prince's likeness on it from the Parade album, right?
Yeah.
And her sister Brooke got me a T-shirt for Christmas with the same like stance. Anyway, hold up, I'll grab it.
I was like, wait, we're at home. You can see it. Renee said, and Chuck feeling guilty for the divorce just gave into his kids until it got out of control. You are exactly right, Renee. He was like, okay, not even worried about, giving, getting the respect that he deserved. He was definitely guilty. So whatever happened, does anybody know what happened in their relationship? Like, why did they? I know you got to know, Ro, or
I
Renee,
don't.
or
It was
Viva.
never discussed. It's just like they came back and all of a sudden they were divorced.
So they were together on one of the episodes?
I thought they were
Seasons?
together when Libby on their first season on 90 Day.
Oh,
I thought
really?
the parents
Okay.
were still together.
Janetta
I
said,
could be
"Hey,
wrong.
Buddha."
We're going back years now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't remember them being together because I was always like, why are they never showing the mom?
Sent me Texas.
And then it was like, oh, okay. Wait, I don't see. And then finally we saw her, and I'm like, oh, because they're not together. But I don't know. Never heard what happened. It seems like if he was guilty, though, Renee, do you know that maybe it wasn't? Was it him? I don't feel like I could see it being him that
And there's
caused the
not only
divorce. I
that,
could be
there's the
wrong,
four.
though.
They've been talking the whole time we've been fighting for 2 months.
Are we
Not
allowed to have
only
that
was
on?
in Nigeria,
It's not
but
showing.
since I come back, Michael still continued to talk to this girl.
Yeah, it's fair use.
Wow.
Because I got screenshots.
Janetta sent me the cutest pictures.
Then I
I
got a
wish I had
voice
sent them to
note.
you, Dawn, and loaded them in so that we could
Let's make
share
sure
them.
that's
And the
there.
They're
lady
the
was talking
cutest
to her, so he
grandkids.
talked to me on the voice note. So I knew that was them. Tell her to
And
pick
the
up the
Christmas
phone. Tracy, I
pictures.
love you. I got them right here.
Uh-oh, I hear Angela.
Okay,
Oh,
so check this
Prince.
out.
There's
Yeah,
the
in the
Prince
picture it looked
t-shirt.
like it was one of those like shiny jackets, but like I said, it was from a distance.
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, I
that's the
love
T-shirt.
it.
That's the T-shirt, right?
Awesome.
Check
Yes.
these out.
I was so excited to get those Prince shoes for her.
So they match.
There's a guy that does
But
like
I got this
custom
the year
shoes.
before.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
they're like Chuck Taylors,
I love it. You've got a whole outfit now.
right?
Angela admitted she's a ish. I mean, who would put up with that?
Wow. You I almost feel
I
bad
gotta
for her,
go
but
check
you
my feed
deserve
real
it. You
quick.
treated him like shit the entire time.
There's no way. And then you
But to know he's trying to reconcile with her
from Michael.
while this voicemail is while she's there in Nigeria.
I'm serious, okay? Heart and the emoji. And he says, I'll message you, okay? This is why I'm there in Nigeria. I don't deserve this. I don't. No
Wow.
matter how much we fight, I've not ever cheated on Michael, and I don't care. I didn't hide nothing with Billy. You know, I had a
Yeah, but
crush. I admitted that. But it wasn't a low crush, obviously, because I love my husband.
and here's the thing.
But this right
At least Michael was discreet with his shit. It was wrong, yeah, but you're openly flirting with this guy Billy, and what is he supposed to do? Just sit back and twiddle his thumbs? I don't want you to have Instagram. Oh, but look, I'm over here on TikTok hanging out with Billy in front of the whole world. So she kind of gets what the hell she deserves here. I mean, I feel bad for her, but damn, you brought it on yourself, chick.
Yeah, but that voicemail hurt. Angela is not my favorite person, never has been, never will be.
But I
but
don't
when I
wish
heard that
that.
voicemail, it hurt.
So wait a minute, they actually hear him. You actually hear him, or it was for her reading it.
No,
Like
if I
they
remember
play.
correctly, she plays it.
I have said in the past that if he did cheat on me, that I would leave him. But I really don't know what I'm going to do. I don't.
I know, right? That's the same thing I said when my husband and I first got into it.
Right now.
When did she play it? Because she read the text messages. Was it before that?
No.
She's walking off now. Did she already play it?
I think so. It because she's like, it sounds exactly like the way he speaks to me, and then it plays, and you hear his voice.
Him. Tell her online. This girl is 31. We were on the way to meet.
Okay, I got to rewind and look because I want to hear this. Okay, it's back on Yara. Man, I'm in agreement. I feel I'm so torn because she shouldn't have treated him the way that she did, yelling at him, calling him bitches every 5 minutes. But that's a hurting feeling right there.
Yeah,
Damn,
and
she
like
looks skinny.
Buddha said, that with all this, I think Angela knew he would eventually cheat on her because her anxiety took over and she became controlling, just nuts. That's what I said happened to a lot of people in these episodes. That as the minute she felt a little bit insecure, she became overbearing and pushed him away. That's exactly what I think happened. Dolly said Michael cheated on Angela, and I don't feel bad for her. She got what she deserved. Yeah. I mean, like you said, Dawn, we even said she talked to him like a dog. Like, and until he pulled away and said, "Hey, I'm not going to take this,"
2 weeks. We'd be on the
she
phone
just kept
every
at it.
night, every 24/7, like we used to do. The spark was there, the love was still there.
I
I
mean,
felt
he
like we
just
were on the
felt
way to,
guilty about the family
getting
being
ready to bring
broken
him
up,
here
Renee
and be
said.
husband and wife. Like we love each other again. I was happy.
And like the
Oh,
way
she's
that
home.
I was real happy. And then my friend sent me Texas. Michael cheating on me online. This girl is 31.
Like, okay, so she got a hold of her DMs?
And that's why I didn't want to take his Instagram down. And there's not only that, there's more. They've been talking the whole time we've been fighting for 2 months. Not only while I was in Nigeria, but since I come back, Michael still continue to talk to this girl. I know this because I got screenshots.
Renee said, I have no idea why Chuck
Then I
and
got a
Pam
voice
divorced.
note.
I thought they divorced many years ago. Yeah, I thought they might have divorced
And the
like
way he was
before
talking,
the
I always
show
how he
even
talked to me
started,
on the voice note.
before they got
So I
on.
knew that was him. Telling her to pick up the
Okay.
phone. I love you.
Yeah, but you were
I
flirting
got
with the
him right
guy on
here.
TikTok.
All right. I
You were
think I
about to
have
go
the
live with the
sound.
dude.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, you got it. All right.
Also, will have some money coming to your side.
Nice.
I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please.
That definitely sounds like Michael.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Can you believe he said that to this girl? That's how you talk to me.
Okay?
Telling her to pick up the phone. Baby, I love you. I got him right here.
What in the world, Michael?
I'm trying to call you now. You're not picking up. I've been busy trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, will have some.
Is that when she pulled away from him through all that? I wonder if he got with that other girl.
I love you and I miss you.
when she
Can you
started liking the
believe they met
TikTok
this
guy, I
girl?
wonder if he
That's not even
rebounded over to
talking to
her.
me. Like he broke my heart. Like he really broke my heart.
Oh, Buddha said
He
dig
really
into
Wow.
broke
yours
my
years ago.
heart. I didn't deserve this.
Man, she is mm.
How did the friend get
And see
Michael
what made
text
it so
Because
messages
bad
they say
too
between
they
them
said
to
because it's my
was
Angela? Yeah, how
because
did
when
she
she
get those
was
text messages?
I don't want to believe it, but there's no way to defend him.
how did that get
There's no
sent?
way.
See,
They
that's
didn't
why
know
you
Jake
can't
was
buy
back
into
there.
these storylines. How
This
did
is coming
she
from
get
Michael.
that?
That's what
Who
KT
sent
is
it?
saying.
Just letting
Yeah,
you know,
that doesn't
I'm
it
not
doesn't
Was
leaving
it
you,
the
baby,
girl?
okay? I'm serious, okay? Hearts and the love emoji. And he says, miss you. I'll message you, okay? This is why I'm there in
But
Nigeria.
how does it sound
I don't
if
deserve
it's
this.
text?
I don't. No matter how much we fight, I've not ever cheated on Michael, and I don't care. I
Oh,
didn't
except
hide
for the guy
nothing
you
from
were
the
going
beginning.
to live with?
You know, I had a little crush. I admitted that. But it wasn't a low crush, obviously, because I love my husband.
I mean, that
But
doesn't
this right here,
excuse it
Michael
though.
did, was all behind my
A
back.
little crush? What
You
were
know, I
you
called
saying to
Michael
that guy to
immediately
make
and
him
was
think
telling
you
me
were
it
going to
wasn't
come
like
live
that.
with him and
You
take
know,
care
he
of him
was
while he
trying to
was
tell
sick,
me that
though?
he was loving me,
Emotional
but didn't
cheating
mean
is still
nothing
You
cheating.
sexual.
ain't a
Yep,
Because he
nurse.
realized he does
exactly.
love me, and
Yeah, and
it was just a
Michael
fight
may have
thing.
felt like you were already. Why is her
Well, I mean, I want
friends
to blame
watching
myself.
Michael
I'm
as well?
confused. I'm
Weird,
so
Buddha said.
confused.
Yeah, we're all confused,
Why do you want to
Angela.
blame
This
yourself?
whole relationship has confused us.
I think it's the
Because I
girlfriend
think
that went to Nigeria with her who just wants the clout.
I'm controlling and way
Yeah,
controlling. I
I
knew
don't
he couldn't
trust her.
handle this. I
What you
knew.
do? You think that's who leaked all this?
The real friend was the one that
Because
took
whatever
care of her
happened
after
to her?
surgery, remember? And she ditched her because she didn't want to be in the spotlight, it seemed like.
Dude, midway through the season, the friend disappeared. Would she come back
Uh-huh.
home? They didn't even say it.
Yeah, she had to come home. She went home
You know,
early.
I asked her in the past that if he did
Hmm.
cheat on me, that I would leave him.
Went
I
home to
really
cheat
didn't
on
want
her
her
with
to.
Michael.
I don't. Because I love him.
Because and it doesn't help that when she went over there, they had mad
There's
sex.
no right
You
answer
know,
right
so she's back all up in her feels about Michael now. So that happened right after all of that.
You know, we haven't seen her after 2 episodes, Buddha said. LOL. Right?
Yeah,
I think she's going to show up on the tell-all.
So what
I
did you
can
think
believe
of
that
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
you
because
said
she's
you
a
were
witness
comfortable.
to it up
I can
front.
tell there's a button there, so tell me what the button is.
But I think she befriended Michael because remember they had like the private dinner where
Right,
she was telling Michael how to talk to Angela.
right.
So I think they became friends, and maybe
We talked a little bit about,
that's how she got the messages.
obviously, there would be more
Which
responsibilities.
I'm that kind of friend. I would do sneaky shit like that for my,
I'm really
my
excited about
ride
this.
or dies. So
Yeah,
I know, and it's
yeah.
not
So
true.
wait, you think the friend is the
I had
girl
to think
he's
about it
cheating
a lot
with?
if this would come
no, I
into
think she befriended Michael and got Michael to send her the messages, or
But
one of his goofballs. She might have been,
right.
she might have gotten with one of the
But is that
goofballs
a
and gotten
voice
the goofballs to
recording?
do it.
Your mama.
Like somebody recorded the call?
Yeah, it was a voicemail that he left for the girl he's cheating with.
Yeah.
Oh,
You said,
okay.
you said that's it.
Something's weird.
For all we know, the producers in Nigeria got it, and they're just saying it's a friend. We don't know.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
Almost all packed up. Just a few more things.
Because he doesn't seem like the cheating type. I mean, it could be staged just for the show.
He was also done before she got there, and then she starts ripping his car apart.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Usman?
Right.
I feel like they just got him to
He's
just
not like a
record
terrible
that.
guy, you know.
Okay.
Uh,
Because that's Jamal, I think.
I'm not like
Yeah, it's Jamal and Kim.
convinced on this one.
I don't care what anybody says. I still think Jamal is gay as all get out.
Jamal's flying back to the
Me too.
States, and this trip has been crazy, a lot of ups and downs.
And the things Usman was saying,
Without
the
Jamal's
immaturity it showed. I'm just going to steal my brother's son and talk to Kim about it, but not actually talk to my brother about stealing his son. And then the way he spoke to Kim at the
Stealing
end,
his
I'm
son.
glad she threw the ring at him.
Oh, she did. She
You
Kim
know,
is always
Kim,
throwing something at that
Kim's gonna
man.
throw something.
how happy it makes
She
me.
threw the ring, he caught it, and he put it on the table.
realize how
Wow.
intertwined both y'all are.
But I can tell there's a butt in there, so tell me what the butt is.
And then she's boohoo crying, sitting on her luggage.
Things that I really want you to think about, especially while I'm gone, but also in the long run, y'all make it seem like y'all have everything figured out.
You know who should host the show?
Who?
Dr. Phil, because they all need some therapy.
I love
Yeah,
Dr. Phil. I used to listen
I
to
agree.
Loveline. Did you guys? Dr. Phil, not Dr. Phil. Never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, you're
Definitely
thinking
Dr.
of
Phil.
oh
Yeah,
my God, he
Dr.
does
Adam.
16 and Pregnant and Teen Moms. Oh my God, Dr.
Adam.
Drew.
Drew and Adam. Yeah, remember when Adam Carolla and him used to do a show?
Loveline on MTV at midnight.
Yep.
I am.
You have just won a brand new car.
100% more skeptical than my mom is.
Or a PS5.
I know Jamal was happy as hell with that PS5.
And I still
Right.
swear it was Usman's PS5, so it made its way back to the States at least. Because she didn't ask for it back when she was leaving. Because I would have said, "Where's my crap?"
Right.
And the way it was packaged, it looked like it was packaged. It was in the same packaging that Kim sent, packed it in the luggage to bring to Nigeria. And he just
Right.
put like a plastic bag over it for him to open.
Buddha said she was sitting on unzipped luggage at that. I thought she was gonna fall off that joint. That's so funny.
When Jamal is coming here, I actually was expecting him to be so rude and maybe a little bit disrespectful to me. But
Of course he's not going to be disrespectful. You bribed him.
You
You
gave him
bribed
the
him to shut up.
PS5. He was he's
But
not a
remember, Jamal was
disrespectful
like,
kid though.
nothing he gives me is gonna, sway me in any way before they got there. And then all of a sudden he gets a
Me
PS5 and he's
too,
like,
Dolly.
"You're my new best friend."
Right. He takes it off. I feel like it's Christmas. He turned into the 12-year-old Jamal.
Dolly, I said that last week, I think too. I was like, I
I
said it
did
to
too.
Dawn. I said, I think he regifted that. Renee
Yeah.
said, I don't have much empathy towards Angela, but I do believe Michael is a scammer and has been scamming all this time. Why else would Michael put up with this Trump loving racist? Right.
Woo!
Woo, let's give another
You get a
bell
ring
for
on that
that.
one,
Yeah,
Dolly.
that's
Facts,
even better.
Renee.
You should get
Facts.
a new car, Renee.
Renee is
We had
I
cars to
called her
give
Dolly.
away.
Renee is on point with that one.
Love you, stepson.
And we always talk about
Dolly
why
is on
can't the
point
guys
with the
from
last
Nigeria come to the country when Nigeria is like the romance scam capital of the world. They're on Dr. Phil once a month with a romance scam. And where do they all originate from? Nigeria.
We need to figure out.
And Usman, hello, is like king scammer. Kim is just getting roped. She's just falling for the yammy.
Yammy, yammy, yam.
Usman got that yammy, 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 yammy,
Look, we get
yammy.
entertainment here on Takeover Tuesday.
It's not okay. It's just not okay.
Say the word on our way. Usman says the word. Kim is
It's like
on
you
her way to
want to,
Nigeria.
you get like it's such an up and down roller coaster with these people because it's like at first I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this guy doing with this lady? Like it's got to be a scam, and then they reel you in with the whole like maybe he actually does like her, and then it turns back into like scammy instead of yammy.
It's been a scam since day one with the first wife. It was just to get here so he could release his music here because he thinks he's going to be the next,
Why does
Jay-Z
he hook
or
up with these
rapper who
type of
shall not be
women though?
named.
What does he want to do? Like, what is his point? I feel like he's not like a terrible looking guy that couldn't get somebody under the age of 50 though.
Well, he's got Zara, but Zara doesn't want to exploit herself on this TV series.
But there's
And do
other
we remember
Zaras.
the episode that his mom hooked him up with that young girl? She was
Yeah,
good looking and he was feeling her.
but she
But
was in
she's
the
not
other
going to get him to the
country.
States.
Right.
Right.
And so he acted like he was still in love with
He's
Kim,
like,
which
I'll hit you off with the number 2 spot. You cool with that? She's like,
I
hell no. He was like, okay, well, I'm out.
and do you think it's because he wants to come here and be able to do what he wants and go out with a bunch of
It's the
women
music, babe.
and I mean,
That may end up happening inadvertently, but he's coming here
but why
initially
wouldn't
for the
he
music.
hook up with somebody that was closer to his age, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like, why is he going for like a Kim or the other lady?
You might already know the answer to that question. Think about it.
You're muted. Or I'm muted.
It's like he can get an
You
advantage
hear
over
her?
them.
Oh.
You know what I mean? He
They're
can get it.
desperate.
Yeah, they're way more thirsty and desperate. So
And
he
they
can
didn't grow up with the internet, so they don't understand the scam where the younger girls know how to
absolutely
spot the scam.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
And that's why Zara is at arm's length with him.
Mm-hmm.
But I may have to come to that realization that my mom may never, you know,
That's sad what happened with him and his mom.
and for us as a couple,
Yeah, and then his buddy Rich, you know what I mean?
He's not a good
Kind of
buddy.
stayed in her ear.
If you were a good buddy, you'd be trying to get him and his mom to reconnect, not taking sides with his mom.
What is going on with Ed's hair? It looks like a toupee up there.
Kim
I don't
said
know,
Usman
but
talks about how she walks and her stomach. Oh, wow.
yeah, it was completely rude. He says that she needs a tummy tuck.
Hmm.
Usman said that?
Yeah,
So he's kind of abusive to her then, or verbally
and then she's
disrespecting her.
trying to explain to him, the sacrifices that she's making to be with him, and possibly bringing this child into her life when she's already raised a child. And he's like, you don't understand the sacrifices I'm making. I'm giving up the chance to have a child of my own and a second wife and this and that. And that's why I said the immaturity.
This can affect our
He's not willing to listen, that both sides make sacrifices, but like the money she spent to come see him, the things that, she's considering, she's 50 something years old and she's considering raising a 3-year-old.
Right.
And like, he wasn't even like understanding that, he can't like adopt a child tomorrow and bring it to the States. Like, they were trying to explain at the family meeting that like, you get married and then, or, we start this K1 process and it takes time. You're not in the States tomorrow.
Right.
Especially coming out of Nigeria. Look how long it's taken Michael.
Yep.
Because again, it's the romance scam capital of the world.
And to expand. We've decided to make it a 10% equity. So the main goal is if you
Yeah, that was Buddha said, yeah, that was gross. He was making fun of the way she walks and said she needs to wear certain things too. Dang. I didn't know any of this was going on. Man, they
Oh yeah. The
hid
last
that well.
episode, they saved all the drama going into the tell-all.
Sweat equity. What would hold you back?
Wow, she's getting in for sweat equity.
I've had to think about a lot if this would come in between Ed and I.
You know it will.
Was a factor in the beginning, but really wanting to move forward.
Well, based on what you said, Ro, I'm so glad she made that decision.
My partner and be by my side.
This dude looks like an Ed all grown up.
I support you 100%.
Actually, I thought he was pretty good looking.
Well, this is a really
He's Ed if Ed were good looking.
It's a great opportunity as well. So
I think that
I would be
oh man, he told her teeth were yellow also.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Dang, he
Usman
was
just laid it
really
into her.
You're gonna own
It's like, okay, you chose her. Like, I mean, it's not like she's changed and let herself go since you hooked up with her. Like, you hooked up with Kim while she was having all of these apparent issues that you have with her. You know what I mean? Even if she didn't, that wouldn't be a reason to disrespect her like that. However, like, where is all this coming from? You know what I mean? Like,
my career plans for a man.
She
has
does
this
look
been
good.
going on?
I'm still
I
very
thought Kim looked better this
about
season.
my decision, mainly because I took a partnership.
Is that really possible? I hate saying that. That's
I
messed
know
up.
what I mean. You know what
She
I'm
walks
saying.
like
I
a
think
duck.
she
She's
thought
all
she was
pigeon
kind of
toed.
feeling herself, you know?
Yeah,
I don't want to.
we're all beautiful in God's eyes. So
I'm ready to put
So
myself
apparently not in
first, and
Usman's.
he gets to choose to stay. I should not be in a position where I have
Usman
to
has no
choose
tact.
him or work.
Here's to a great future.
All right, way to go, Liz. Congrats.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but I feel like if I continue to hold back any longer, I will be doing myself a great injustice.
This whole conversation.
You know what? I'm so proud of
destroying my marriage.
Shida. I'm so proud of Shida putting her foot down with Bilal, because Bilal married this woman knowing she wanted kids, and it's all about what he wants. He thinks he has this woman who's just gonna fall and do anything and everything that he wants and just live for him. And he's looking for a certain type of woman, but he keeps fishing in the wrong pond. And
Yep.
self-fulfilling prophecy breaking the relationship down because he keeps picking the wrong one. He's thinking it's him. No, it's not you. You want what you want. We get that. You want the submissive wife who basically lets Bilal have his own. There are women out there like that for him. He needs to go find one of them instead of these headstrong women that basically end up breaking his heart because they're not the submissive, brainless, spineless, you know what I mean, woman that he wants. He doesn't want anybody who's going to argue with him. And Shahida and Shada, neither one of them are it. And I'll bet the first wife wasn't either. It's like, get a clue, dude. You keep fishing in the wrong damn pond. You'll get a marriage that works if you pick the right woman.
Just did add some added courage to everything that's been going down. But now that I've
See, but then he's probably not going to be attracted to her because what do we know about men? Men like the chasing game. So he's not going to want somebody who's going to automatically submit. So he's never going to get what he wants. And how many women's lives is he going to screw up in the process until he gets some therapy and realizes you want a submissive woman? You keep going for the wrong one. I mean, why doesn't he get a woman from the mosque or something? You know what I'm saying?
Everything I ever wanted, and you're like perfect person, like perfect husband.
I feel like I'm about to get dumped.
I don't want to burst your bubble to make it look like if I don't appreciate you or appreciate everything you've been doing for me. I do appreciate it.
But it's not enough. Let him know.
If I continue to hold back any longer, I will be doing myself a great injustice.
I know that's right. Let him know.
Hey, I don't want you to like you have to hold anything back. Like,
so why every time I talk about children, you don't have anything to say?
I do. You know, I don't think you like to listen or would like to have a child with me. All I'm saying is that can we build a good, strong foundation first? Me and you.
Yeah, but she doesn't have time for that big, strong foundation, Bilal. You getting married is the foundation.
Their courtship was supposed to be the foundation.
Right. This woman does not have time. Wait a minute. Wasn't he at the doctor's appointment when the doctor told her she had, like, if she waited 6 months, that was too long?
Yeah.
He was there, right?
Yeah, but he was asking the doctor, so you're saying we can wait 2 years? And the doctor's like, no, that's not what I said at all.
Yeah, right. Bilal, what are you doing?
Literally, I am trying to do everything that you wanting and asking above and beyond.
But you're wearing a condom. How is that giving her what she wants?
Good enough. And even when I'm trying to,
And he gaslights her. He's saying shit that he's not doing. I'm doing everything I can, but you're wearing a condom. Is that saying that you want to have a kid? Somebody help me out here.
Nobody doesn't mind practicing how they get made.
Right. You are gaslighting the shit out of her. You're telling her this is not what's happening, but it is. I want children. I don't know why you're saying that. Because you're wearing a fucking condom?
I say go home, start poking holes in them.
I know, right? Bilal, knowing him, probably checks the condom to see if she's done that. And if there's a hole, he probably won't use it. But she could do one like with a pin and he probably wouldn't be able to tell. But would anything get out of that?
Oh, yeah.
And how would you know that?
Because sperm are microscopic.
So what did you tell me happens here?
That's everything I do for her.
If you
feel like she's happy.
Oh God. I was about to, if you say means nothing, that is complete bullshit. Again, gaslighting. Okay, well, I guess everything I've done for you means nothing. No, what she wants you to do. You're doing for her what you want to do for her. Are you doing for her what she is asking you to do? No, you're not.
And what's crazy is they had a sit down with the mom and the sister. The mom got pregnant in 2 seconds, but was in her 20s. The sister didn't have her baby until she was 42 and calls her the child her miracle baby.
Right. So what is he
Even
not
if you started trying now, but she might not get pregnant in that 6 months.
Exactly. But she's wrong. And whatever he's done for her is not enough now. Why? Because she wants a damn baby? It's like you can give her a house, car, all the money she wants. Does that spell baby? No, it does not. A baby is not a house. A baby is not a car. Baby is not a huge bank. A baby is a baby, Bilal. That's what she's focused on right now. But I'm giving you this.
The first time she brought up a baby right after they got married, he should have gotten her a puppy and said, let's do a couple of months with the puppy and see how the puppy goes. And then we'll start trying. Like, appease her. Give her something to take care of other than some other woman's children every other week.
For like 2 minutes, please.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Kim, what? What the hell was that about? Did she just say leave me the F alone for like 2 minutes?
Yes.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. He must have already said that.
I'm sorry. The way I walk is wrong. The way I dress is wrong. It's like, why am I here? Seriously. I don't do that to you. There's a lot like about you, but I don't say it. You make me feel so incompetent sometimes. I don't like that.
Wait a minute, but did we hear him say that?
Yeah, we were talking when he was saying it.
I'll go back and look at that part later. Wow, but I'm seeing the aftermath, though. She is not feeling that shit. I mean, who would? He said something about her duck walk.
Let me tell you, Joe would be sleeping in his garage. He said something like that to me.
You had to say something about it. to me like I'm not doing
We're
right.
all laughing over it.
But that's what you do. Jamal left yesterday, and I have a few days left in Nigeria, and I was in the bathroom getting ready, and Usman started like nagging me about not cleaning up the room, like not putting his shoes away, and that kind of escalated. And then it was just little things like talking about my weight. They're talking about how I'm gonna need a tummy tuck.
Oh.
I don't know if it was stress. I don't know if it was tension. I think the adoption thing was in this.
He waited until Jamal left to do all that.
Oh yeah, because Jamal would have beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
Sorry, pardon my French.
Right now.
I think it's already been.
I said I'm very sorry. I was doing that and I was laughing.
But it doesn't sound like you're playing. And then everything, I don't pick up the room right. I don't dress right. My stomach's too big. I mean, why are you even with me? And I shouldn't have to feel that way. I have to do all this to conform to you. What the are you doing for me? Seriously. I'm sitting here thinking about adopting a baby, but you can't even hold a conversation with me. We don't even have sex. Tired of feeling like I'm not enough.
You don't have sex? What? What happened? What happened to the yammy?
Traveling to come down here to sacrifice all I'm sacrificing.
Stop giving me that as an excuse, please. Because at this point,
All I'm asking you for,
I'm just telling you, you cannot come and start telling me all that. From now,
I can say, first of all, let me tell you something. I can say whatever the I want to say because I'm a grown ass woman. So don't ever tell me I can't say.
Uh-oh.
Like if I'm here, I'm making all these decisions, based on, or we're making all these decisions, life-changing decisions, I would like respect. I don't think I'm asking for too much.
I know that's right, Kim. Kim said, don't you ever tell me what I can and can't say out of my mouth. I'm a grown-ass woman. Get it, girl! Let him know.
Another Muslim man, like Bilal, that wants a woman who's going to be submissive.
Yeah, who is not getting submissive women.
And I wanted to say something earlier. There's different levels to how people practice their faith. You've got, in Judaism alone, we've got, the Hasidic Jews, the ultra-Orthodox, Orthodox, conservative, Reform. I mean, I'm Reform. I'm tattooed. I'm Lud Cruden tattooed. I am not going to walk 6 feet behind a man. If I was Orthodox, that's something I would have to do.
I get this boy. I don't have to have a second wife.
Are you saying like anything?
You are going to be happy with that?
I didn't say that.
Then why are you telling me that you are thinking about adoption? Are you doing that for me?
No, I was just thinking of all the ways that I'm gonna have to change my life for this at home.
You always feel like you do things. Timbali, me being with you is something that nobody will do in my religion. But I don't want to look into
I'm not going to sit here and
I
kiss your ass because you're with me.
You're telling me I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I really want to have second wife because you can't give me what I want. I say, okay, now I'm sacrificing that. I adopt my own brother's son.
I'm so not hurt in this relationship. It's disgusting. I don't understand why I'm here. I really don't.
If you don't understand why you're here, then you can pack your things and go back.
I don't say that.
Yeah, he says that quite a bit. She needs to go ahead and pack her shit when he says that.
Oh, just wait. It's coming.
I wasn't saying that the adoption, my God, was a sacrifice. I would never say that. But I was saying I do have to alter my life. It is a lot of thinking for me. I don't think he sees that.
No, because he's being a selfish brat.
If Usman and I can't talk about the adoption stuff like an adult, like how are you going to raise a child? We can't do it. But I can't sit here and it can't just be his way all the time. It can't. And it's always been this way.
Yeah.
Always. And I just had my fill today. I'm done here.
He just put the ring on the table.
You really sure this is what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
And Jovi says goodbye.
So hard, Jovi. But
if Joey doesn't change, I don't know if I will even want to stay more in this marriage.
If he doesn't change, what are you talking about? Look, you know what? She is so full of shit. Yar wants out. Why doesn't she just say that? Stop trying to make Jovi look like the bad guy. This is one time where Jovi is not the bad guy.
I understand that me staying in the Europe is so hard for Joey. But if Joey doesn't change, I don't know if I will.
I mean, what more does she want him to do? He agreed to let her stay there. I mean, I don't think it's unreasonable for the man to want his wife and kid to come home with him. I get what he's saying though. I get what she's saying when he's gone.
Good night, Renee.
Good night, Renee. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. So Jovi is packing up.
What's she doing?
He loves that little girl. See, she's pulling him away from his kid. I mean, he's going to be... That was funny. He's pulling this kid. She's pulling this kid away from him.
I'm leaving Germany today and going back to the U.S. to go to work for 3
Yeah, it's going to be some good food.
Yara and Mila.
It smells good.
Yara is secretly leaving Jovi, Dolly said. Did we
I think so too, Dolly.
anything else? Kim said Kim been asking for sex since she met him. Oh, right? Talking about
Well,
Usman.
remember,
Remember that? And when he
Usman didn't want to do
for it,
anything with Jamal across the hall.
well, he didn't want to do anything for a while.
Yeah.
He claimed, or earlier on, he's like, I want to get to know you and this and that.
Because
Like,
he's not attracted to her. He was using
right.
her as a ticket to get here.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
I think he got into a zone in his head where he's like, all right, I'm going to do this so I can get what I want, So it kind of like, I think guys like him like women who like them more than they like them in a sense. It makes them feel secure because he's probably insecure in a lot of ways. So I feel like he kind of gets into that and gets that control factor going. Like, you need me more than I need you. And that plays into his, conceitedness in a way.
And I know
Renee,
this is going to be a marriage.
yeah,
And
Dolly said, Kim, you're right. And true, Kimberly, Buddha said, KT's got him figured out. And then, yeah, like, I feel like Yara is either on some kind of trajectory to leave him, or like she just was like, nah, I tried this. I want to go back to my old life. Now I got a kid. I'm not into the whole married life thing because it's like she's just a totally different person. It's like, I don't know if that whole thing that happened back at home changed her or made her become like, I want to be the old Yara. I don't know what happened there, but it was like he was the party boy and couldn't get settled. He wanted to go out even when they had the baby, and now he just wants to hang out with her and be a little family, go to work, come home, hang out with his wife and kid. And she's like, no, I want to go back to my country. I want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel for him because it's like he did the right thing and got settled, and she's kind of going the other way with it. But he needs to realize that he needs to let her go in order, unfortunately he can't, he's got to hold on loosely with this one, like that song says. Yeah, you're exactly right, Kim. I think that's what she's doing. It's easy to make him the bad guy than to tell him she wants out. I hate when people
Yeah. It's like, don't use him as a scapegoat. He's already hurting because his family is being busted up. And now you're coming off like, oh, Jovi needs to change. Jovi has changed for the better. You wanted him to change and be more of a family man. He did that. Now that he is acting like that family man and he wants his family together, now you want him to change and give you more freedom. It's like either way, she's in the wrong here. She blindsided the shit out of him.
Now, Buddha has a differing opinion, which I'm open to hearing this. Vegan, don't let Jovi fool you. He wants her home so he can go party. Okay, but I feel like
But here's the thing,
he
Buddha, he
could
can
because she's
party
gonna keep the
now.
baby,
If
right?
she's not there, yeah, she's keeping the baby. So if anything, this works in his favor for her staying there if he wants to party. My thing is
I don't think
when
Jovi's
he go,
innocent though, Buddha. You're
yeah,
right.
when he goes back to his partying ways, which he will,
And then
because
she's gonna
he's gonna
make him
need
to
to,
be the even
And
worse guy.
he's
exactly.
been partying this whole time that they've been in Europe. They made a comment that like they went out to
Beer for
breakfast with his
breakfast.
mom, with her mom and stuff, and he ordered a beer at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he's
But
partying with
You
the
I
know,
bud.
think
so I
he's
think
gonna
he
go
might.
on a bad trajectory now. I really believe it because he's like,
I
you
think
know what?
Yara might think. I think Yara might think he has a drinking problem, is what
Mhm.
it is, and I think that's what she means by he needs to change.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep. Dolly said, "Don't forget, Jovi likes to drink."
I
Exactly.
don't think she wants to call it out on national TV, but I have a feeling that's what it's about.
okay.
And when he like, those times when she was going to hang out with the friends, I thought it was so weird. Like he came home, he's gone a lot.
Wait a minute. Is he abusive to her?
No, I don't see that, but I mean, I don't know them obviously
He doesn't
personally.
let her out of his sight when he's home.
Right.
Remember, she went to go have drinks with her girlfriends, and he had to go with.
Yeah.
But I feel like, in my opinion, he thought that those, like, she did make a 360 at least of what we knew. I feel like she was the one who wanted to stay home and him and her hang out with the baby and go to bed early. When did she decide to start like wanting to go out? Was he just being insecure of what they were trying to take her away from him? Jovi's friend on the trip got on my nerves, right, Buddha? It's
And
like
why
he
did
had
he
this
need a
buddy of
friend on
him
the damn trip in the first place?
because he's
But
immature too.
I honestly think Yara was sick of being at home with the baby on stuck to her. And now the baby, he was home. The baby's old enough for him to take care of. And she wanted to go out with girlfriends to get out of the freaking house and away from the baby for an hour. I'm surprised
But
she
an
didn't just go get
hour,
lost in Target.
I feel
Right.
like it couldn't have been just once though. Wasn't she like hanging out with these girls all the time and like wanting Jovi's mom is what I heard to like watch the baby while she went out? Or is that like
Just to
was
give
that
her a break.
exaggerated?
Jovi was exaggerating how often she goes out,
Okay.
and that it was the girl's idea for her to get a boob job, and now she's being
Yeah.
manipulated by her mom and her friend to stay in Germany. And
Yeah.
Yara can't possibly have a mind of her own. Everybody's got to be influencing.
Right, right, right.
Mhm.
That I
Yeah.
don't like when he says that because I'm like, why does it? I said the same thing, bro. I'm like,
Right.
why does that have to be now? Now, mom's influencing her. Everybody's influencing her. She can think for herself.
Hey,
Getting
Buddha,
lost in Target.
getting lost in Target is my momcation. Okay, I'm in there for like two
Yeah.
hours.
I
I get my coffee. I wander the store. I love it.
That's like me getting lost in TikTok or YouTube or something. I don't even go into Target. Like we don't have one real close to us, but I remember
Oh,
Target
we
was
have a
close
super
to it.
Target. I get my glasses there, so I'll go in and get my glasses adjusted.
That's how
And
Walmart is
That's
here. They
how our
got
Walmart is
everything.
here. It's a
oh,
super
I,
center.
You're the one talking, and you're
I'm
the
not a
one.
Walmart. I am Team Target, not Team Walmart. No, no.
I never even knew they were against each other necessarily. I just to
Oh
go to
no,
the
it
one
was
that I have. I don't
okay.
even
It
go
was
to Walmart now. I go online.
There's a
Like a
Netflix
hermit.
comedy special. It's Cristela Alonso, and she does this bit about you're either Team Target or Team Walmart, and it's
Oh,
the Bloods versus the Crips.
I
So
used to
you
be
have to rock
Target
your blue or
shopper.
red.
Target was like I feel like Target was like the little bit higher end version of Walmart when I used to go to both, like it was like
Oh,
Yeah,
it definitely is.
but you have to go in on like a Wednesday afternoon. You see all of the moms, the stay-at-home moms, in their athleisure wear with their Starbucks, just wandering the store, going, "Oh, peace and quiet."
Oh man. Dawn,
Wow.
I thought the same thing too, Kim Turner said, but I forgot what we were
About what,
talking about.
sweetie?
Kim, what part were we talking about?
Yeah, we got involved
Got
in
on the
Target.
target. We got off
Tarjay.
target. Target, yes. I'm just still waiting for like more cool stores to come around here because like BJ's, Sam's Club, Costco, they're all like 40 minutes away from us.
And of course, I wish things were better, but me choosing to not talk to certain people is my
What were
decision.
we talking about right before it? The Jovi thing?
Yeah,
I do want to say
and
something.
Jovi,
You
uh,
know, our
putting
husband.
words in Yara's mouth that she's influenced by other people instead
Hmm.
of, maybe she has a mind of her own and wants a break.
I
I
found out
believe that I feel like here's my thing with it too, and I completely understand both sides, and I was not team Jovi ever. But I feel like he has not changed that much, and then maybe that's the problem. However, I feel like she somewhere along the line has changed her attitude towards him. Like she was all about Jovi. You know what I mean? Like I want to be
Mhm.
respectful of Jovi,
Well,
and then they
that'll
would
happen.
bicker. However, like, I feel like at some point she was like, "I wanna go back home." Like, where did that come from? And I wanna live here sometimes. It was all about living in the United States at first. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
until she
that's what
got
it
her
was
green card and was able to get a passport to be able to go back to visit. She wasn't
Yeah.
able to
right.
go home because the green card and all of that. She missed her mom. She's like, if
Yeah.
my mom was here, she'd be babysitting 24/7, which if you notice while they've been in Europe, grandma's been taking that baby.
Yeah.
Yara grew up
Yeah.
and she
Grandma's
had her
been having
kid
the
right
baby
with us.
all the time.
And
Uh-huh.
And she wants the baby.
Yeah, like, I think
and
that, that's
Buddha
a
is right.
cultural
She grew
thing.
up, she grew in her marriage. She's raising a baby, so she sees things from a different perspective. He's
Yeah.
gone for 4 months at a time, and he comes home and all he wants to do is drink and like play with the kid.
Yeah.
And she's like, I need a break. So yeah, I'd be running home to mom too.
Yeah.
Mhm. But does she want to have a break from him? Is that what you mean by saying I want a break, or like not just she
Well,
wants to
because
have a
he's
night out?
controlling. He's very controlling. You know
And
what I
I
Right.
didn't
mean?
necessarily mean a break from him. I just meant like a break, a little momcation, a 2 hour
Yeah.
trip to Target, or, an hour out with the girls to have
And
something
he's
to eat
not
or a
willing to
couple of
give her
drinks
that.
to vent.
And his mother Gwen wouldn't. But see, here's something that happened. I feel like with mom Gwen, I feel like Yara said something at some point or did something that made her feel ungrateful because that lady doesn't seem like the kind of person who wouldn't want to be with the
I,
grandkid as
again,
much
that
as
was
she loved her.
explained in like the first or second episode of this season. Yara
Okay.
said something to Jovi. Jovi blew it out of proportion when he said
Oh,
something to
right, right.
Gwen,
I
and Gwen
remember
got a
that.
stick up her butt.
But they did I remember then they got back together or they hooked up after that, but it feels like it caused a rift that never completely healed, in my opinion, though.
Because it was caused by Jovi. If
Jovi.
Yara had been able to talk to Gwen herself, she would have
But,
explained.
also Jovi felt guilty for leaving Yara, so I feel like he was taking it out on his mom, the whole thing, being away from his baby and Yara complaining a little bit to him, and then he blew it out of like, he kinda, I feel like, lashed out at his mom, and in a sense,
But
like you said, caused it to go all out of whack with her and Gwen.
but in lashing out at his mom, he said, well, Yara said blah blah blah. He put
Right.
it on
Right.
Yara instead of saying these are my own thoughts.
Mhm.
Right.
Exactly,
And
so
then
then
he was backpedaling when they all got together, and Yara's like, I never said that. All I
right.
Right.
said is my mom would do X, Y, and Z, and I thought you would want to do the same thing.
Mhm.
And when Yara was able to talk to Gwen, even though she had to look around Jovi because he was standing in the middle,
Right.
you know, the two women were able to squash it because
Right.
Jovi again blew it out of proportion and said, Yara said it.
But remember when Jovi first went away and Yara got COVID and Miss Gwen, even before that, she was there and and Yara kind of was like, "Okay, I don't need your help." She kind of was pushing her away a little bit in the beginning, right?
Well, she was a new mom. She was pushing Jovi away.
Yeah, she was pushing everyone away. So it was
Yeah,
like kind of
but
like I feel like that was the 360 when the baby got a little older. She's like, "Okay, now I want you to,
well, after
take
that
her all the time."
first couple of months after you realize that baby's not going to sleep through the night and you're exhausted, you're looking for all
Right.
the help you can get. But that
Yeah.
first month, you're staying up all night just to watch that baby sleep because you're,
Yeah.
so enamored by this new human.
So it
Right.
But
was
then
like
you
I
start
really think that
the
Gwen would
lack of
have
sleep starts
understood
to
that.
kick in.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, go to sleep.
Can
Okay,
Somebody else
somebody
want
somebody
to
take
please
watch
this
it?
take her
baby.
for an hour
Somebody
so
want
I
to
can get
hold
a
it?
shower?
Right.
Right. I just want to eat some carrots. Take her.
Oh God, when Caitlin was a
Want to
little
watch
one, I
TV.
had her in one of those, bouncy chairs on the floor in the bathroom so I could take a shower while I was babysitting because there was nobody to take her because mom was at work and it was just me and her. So like
Right.
I did what I had to do.
That
She was in
is
her this
cool.
was before the chairs vibrated. But I would like, make it boing and put her in there and like, with the shower curtain open but not so it's gonna drip on her so I could hear if she cried,
Right.
Yeah, it
trying to
all
get a
worked out,
5 minute
right, Ro?
shower.
That is great. That is so cool.
So yeah, I'm the person I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you the first couple of weeks, wait until the baby has its first round of shots and a month old. And then I'm
And
gonna
then
come
I'm
and say,
out.
hey, do you need me to watch the baby so you can take a shower? And people are always like weird when, look at me weird when I say, do you want me to watch the baby so you can take a shower?
But it's
When
true,
they
right?
first have the baby and then at a month old, they're like, now I understand why you asked that.
Right. It's all a different perspective after you put up with it for a couple, months. Oh man,
So,
that's cool.
that was the issue is like Yara was infatuated by this new person that she didn't want
Yeah.
anybody else around because she wanted all this time. And then, after having that baby stuck to you, because we're not going to use certain terminology because, we don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Uh,
Right.
and getting sleep, the baby getting up every 2 hours, you're like, okay, can somebody take a turn, please?
Right. Right.
And at that
I'm
point, Gwen and Jovi were like, well, you didn't want us to spend time with her then. Why do you want time now?
right. They need
I
to
mean,
be
come
more
on.
mature
They
about it
even
and
moved out of
understand.
the city of New Orleans and moved halfway to Gwen's house. That's why they're out in the country.
But why? Okay,
That's
so
that was Yara. Yara did
Yara
that.
moved.
Yeah, so that they would be closer to Gwen
Oh,
and
I
to
thought
get
they
But
were
Jovi
wait a
away
minute.
from
further
all the
away.
bars.
So they
But
moved
isn't
closer
Gwen
to
still
Gwen?
like 2 hours away or something?
Yeah, because Jovi wouldn't go that far. Like, she didn't want to go that far either. She wanted to go about halfway, but and she wanted to get him out of the city so that he would have, less bars that he could run off to.
So how far were they to begin with from
They were they were 4 hours from his mom originally
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I didn't
because
even
she
know
lives
he
on
was
the
that far from
bayou.
his mom.
Oh no, she is in the bayou. And
Wow.
they were in the city of New Orleans. Like they lived outside the French Quarter.
Buddha said Yara just wants some peace for a bit, then to come together as a family again. Instead of Jovi understanding, he got scared and then tried to bribe her with a baby. Yeah, I'm glad Yara did. Yeah, that's exactly what I
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
that's
that's
he
how
what
the
wanted to
happened
second
trap
with
one.
her
Jovi.
She's
up.
Is
like, I
that
still haven't
he
gotten my
got
body back
scared,
from this
you
one.
know? It's
Right.
like in all, the good thing about it is Jovi does want to be with her and is in love with her, and he's trying to hold on too tight, even though he has problems that he needs to work through. However, their problems might be, if she still wants to be with him, they might be able to work through them. But I think you're right. He started trying to hold on too tight and
Yeah.
trying to pull out all the, cards just to see if he could keep her, well, you want to stay here? I want to have another baby. I know you want to do that. It was like that was
And
obvious, Joey.
and that goes back to the boob job where he's like, oh, all these girls have had boob jobs and now all of a sudden she wants one. And she's like, no, I want one because of what Mila has done to my body.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand the other perspective now that you ladies have kind of explained it to me a little bit more. I just, on the outset, I think a lot of people were on Yara's side. I just thought that I saw from his perspective what happened. Like, I do feel like she looked on the outside like she was changing, and I think it scared him that his family wasn't going to be together, honestly. I don't think
Well,
he's a bad guy.
that and he suffers from boy brain, and those of us who have a man in our lives are accustomed to dealing with boy brain on a daily basis. And boy brain is completely
Right.
different. My aunt used to call it testosterone poisoning.
That's good.
And then my grandmother used to
Testosterone.
say God gave them two heads, but only enough blood to run one at a time. And they usually you go with the smaller one.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. Okay. So I just watched.
You hit the nail right on the head. Oh, sorry. Fun.
They're back on Kim and Usman. I just
Mm.
watched Liz basically say what you said. It looked like she's done with Ed,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Again, Liz is done with Ed.
but she just became a full-fledged partner in this restaurant, so she might be done with him
yeah.
for good.
Wow, really?
Well, and
Okay.
then remember
You
that
gotta
we
let
have
me
the
watch
issue
this
with her
tonight.
daughter,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is why
that
she was like,
motivated her.
Ed, you need to, poop or get off the pot. Are we in a stable monogamous relationship or are we not? And that's why she's like, I'm making these decisions because I got to figure out what I'm going to do with custody with my child because the father who has custody is being stationed out of the country. He's in the military.
Now that one,
Right.
I'm not on his side at all. I feel like Liz needs to get away from Ed. Just
Oh,
my opinion.
absolutely. 120%.
Yeah.
Because Ed is a control freak. I watched what he did. I feel like I say this every episode, but just in case someone new's listening, that he feels insecure, so he goes after women that he don't think are gonna like him, and then when he gets them, he feels so insecure that they even like him that he starts putting them down, and he starts making them feel more insecure than he is, like what he did with Rose, I think was her name, with the, oh, I'm going to buy you like a razor and a toothbrush and you're this and you're that. And then with Liz, calling her out on her weight and not making her feel pretty. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he just does a 360 on these women after he reels them in, and he doesn't feel like he deserves them, so he turns it around almost and like starts making them feel less secure than he is in the relationship. That's what I think is going on with him, whether he knows it or not. But she's like Dawn said one time, man, she just seemed like this really young, vibrant, happy, woman. And she just looks like worn out, like torn down or something, right? Like she just looks so like insecure and unhappy all of a sudden,
I was pissed when I gave him the ring back. I was
even in
pissed.
their happy moments.
I didn't want it to go this far, and now we're at this point. We're supposed to be planning our wedding. Now what are we doing?
Was I talking on mute or did you hear me
We heard you.
earlier? Okay.
So now Kim and Usman are talking.
I heard Kim and I was like, did I just come off mute? I didn't realize what Liz sees in Ed. Dolly,
sometimes I
exactly.
feel like you make me feel
She
like
said, I don't see what Liz see in Ed. I don't either.
I don't either.
I don't think any of us do. I have no
Ed has
idea
been
what.
trying to diminish her light since they got together,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
thinking if
think
he
that
And it
breaks
worked for
her,
a
he
he
long
was a
can
nice
time.
rebuild
guy
her
at
the way he
first.
wants her. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's not a horse. You don't break them.
Right.
Right.
And you said something about their happy moments. I said I don't know any happy moments because even their happy moments weren't good.
Right.
She thought he was somebody different than he truly is. I think she thought he was this nice older dude who was really genuinely, trying to lift her up and would be good for her, and she didn't want to not like him just because she wasn't maybe at first physically attracted. So I feel like she gave him a shot and got in with him and then realized now there's this whole other manipulative,
But
guy
where
that
are her girlfriends? Because you wouldn't, don't you think maybe somebody, I don't know, it's the same as like, a girlfriend telling you you got something in your teeth or something. But Wouldn't you, as a girlfriend, say, "Hey,
My country.
wasn't he on that 90-Day Fiancé show where he wants you to be on this show? Maybe you should watch his past season."
Right.
Like, do girls not do their research on the guys they're gonna date? Like,
I
you
don't
don't
think they
Google your
do.
potential mate? I mean, I knew everything about Joe before he could tell me. But I do my research on everything. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
But I was doing online dating, and online dating can be freaking scary out there. I mean, hello, romance scams. So, I always, anything he said, I had already, learned about, or I double check after he said it. And
Yeah.
he told me the truth 100%, good, bad, and ugly. And I knew I could trust him. But our first date, when we met in person, I didn't let him come pick me up. I met him in public at a restaurant that I knew the wait staff, and I knew that they would look out for me.
It's older than me, will be behaving like somebody who is like younger than me. You can't be telling me. I don't think I'll tolerate any act of like disrespect from anybody. And if everyone that will come to me with disrespectful, then I will live single.
Wow. So did
So,
they hook back up?
no, she left.
He's
So
walking around
Buddha
with
said, so basically she tried the average guy, finger quotes, thought he was going to be sweet, but he's Ed, a mess.
right.
And then Buddha said, "You're right, Ro. Verify is there for a reason." I'm like, anybody who's dating out there dating, contact me. I will do a background check. I will find what there is to be found.
We made so much other stuff, but now he doesn't want to be with me, or he thinks I'm a favorite. Why should I marry him? Every time I say something, it's like tit for tat. Oh, well, you do this. Well, I sacrifice this for you. Oh, well, I'm doing a favor by being with you. I don't want to be no man's favor. I've been through a lot, and I can't just sit here and just like let some dude just sit there and just like tear me down. And that's how it feels to me.
I know that's right, Kim. Pack your shit, girl. Get out of there.
Oh, Buddha, they call me FBI. Oh, I'm more like CIA.
Hurt, very hurt. I texted him. And then he said, "You will never get the respect I give you by any man, but since you broke up with me, you'll find out soon. Thank you." I said, "It's not like you really care anyways. You make that clear."
They need to call me IFY, aka I'll find you.
Wow.
And that hurts me more than you can even know.
That's crazy. It started out so cool. She had Jamal there. Aw.
Buddha, you gotta watch TikTok because there's this one girl that I follow. She posts, like ride or die videos, and one of them, it was so me. It's like, phone call at 3 a.m. She gets up, puts her hair in a messy bun, grabs a shovel, and says, "Okay, where are we going?"
Okay, I see the tell-all preview.
For the very first time, we'll follow our couples inside. You're a crybaby. Kiss my ass, then you shut up. You shut up.
Oh,
And
I love it.
studio.
You shut up.
This woman, she's my wife. The way you respect me, I want you to please respect her. Just please and please let her be a capital no.
You want me to be on your side when your ex-fiance
I want you to stop acting like a prima donna.
out?
Why do you keep coming back?
Thank you. Thank you. Why does she keep coming back? Like, Ed almost asked her like that, like, okay, I would not want to be a part of a club that wants to have me as a member. He asked her like straight up, why do you keep coming back?
You're gonna treat somebody's family the way you treat people, but yeah, there might be a chance somebody might report it.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that might be a chance somebody might report you.
New secrets will be revealed. Angela, I'm not sure if you are aware of this, but we recently noticed that Mike is back on Instagram. Yes. No, you're not.
It's not me. You see, it's just
Oh my God.
So,
Sean is crazy. We've noticed that Michael is back on Instagram. He's like, no, it's not me. It's not me.
I may have. I don't remember.
It's one of the goofballs with my photo.
Is it yes or no? Well, we want to welcome Ed's ex Rose. Hello.
This is not gonna be good, stupid ass.
Shut up.
Get out.
Shut up. Go get your teeth fixed.
Oh, Angela tells somebody to go get their teeth fixed. Chick, go get your face fixed. Um. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that was pretty good. That was good. I can't wait for the tell-all now.
Buddha said
So
the only messed up part is as soon as Jamal left, stuff hit the fan. Oh yeah, because he was
I
afraid of
know.
Jamal.
I know. Because Jamal, yes, Jamal whipped that ass. Jamal was bigger than him and all of that good stuff. So Usman looked at him and said, oh, I might not want to do no weird shit while he's here. But literally as soon as Jamal got on the plane, he starts talking about her walk and her belly and all of that stuff. That's messed up. Usman's a little bitch. I don't mean no harm. He really is.
Yeah.
That
Somebody's
is
gonna
so.
put him in his place. And it's gonna be
Yeah.
Andre.
Andre and Usman. Wow.
Which I haven't heard Libby really call him Andre this season. Like it sounded like she just started calling him Andre.
You know, now that you mention it, she damn sure has, hasn't she? I haven't really paid attention to it because she was so pronounced every time she did it. But no, she can't. She was always saying it.
I think it's just Andre now.
Andre. I miss the Andre. Andre, Riba, Andre.
And Kimbali.
Kimbali. Oh, God, we haven't heard that in like 2 seasons. Kimbali.
Yeah, because he's not infatuated anymore, because now he's stuck in it.
Right. Right.
I am ready for these tell-alls, let me tell you.
Me too. So they start next week, right?
Yeah. You gotta watch the part 1 of the Sister Wives tell-all. Because we know Christine left this season. Then we're getting dirt that in the second part of the tell-all, we find out Janelle's leaving. And then we find out that, Mary's not going to stick around anymore because she's running the B&B because her mom died and her mom was doing it. So she's up taking care of the B&B. So she's not really, and he wants no relationship with her unless he's going to try and reconcile so that they can keep the show going, because otherwise it's going to be him and Robin trying to find new wives, because he's got to have 3 wives to get into the celestial kingdom when he dies. It's very interesting. It got really juicy, and they're not even sitting together. It's one-on-ones. So it's like, Suki is going, well, playing clips and going, well, what do you think about what this person said? So it's like they don't have each other to like, is it okay to answer? Is it okay to answer? So they're just, and Christine showed up in her leather pants and everything, full face of makeup, like stuff we've never seen her wear. And she's just like, I am not holding anything back anymore.
Wow.
and Janelle is like, I have no reason to hold back anymore either, because it turns out they've been separated for like 6 months already.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's getting good. Even if you just watch the tell-all and don't, because they're playing all the clips from the whole season, so you're not missing anything. If you just watch the tell-all, you don't have to watch the season. So, but it's a 3-part as well, and the first part was really good. And you catch Cody in so many lies, and Robin trying to have his back, and it's and they're just shoveling it deeper and deeper.
Is Robin his first wife?
No, she's the 4th wife.
Really?
Mary was the first wife.
So she's the newest. So she's still infatuated with him, basically.
And they have, little kids like elementary school, as he calls them, tender age. But remember, he divorced Mary because they were legally married, so that he could legally marry Robin, so that he could adopt Robin's kids.
Right, right, right.
So Mary's legally divorced and, like, spiritually divorced at this point because he wants nothing to do with her. And Janelle and Christine are like, peace. We're going to play with our grandbabies. Bye.
Yeah, right. We're out.
Well,
Wow.
that's all I have for 90 Day Fiance. Except, did you see Lauren and Alexi?
I did. I didn't see any of the episodes yet, but I saw the thumbnail for it on Discovery Plus.
Okay, I've watched the first 2 episodes, and her mom is not taking the news that they may be moving to Israel well at all.
They may be moving to Israel?
That is, something that they've thrown out because they do not want to live in South Florida anymore. They don't like it. They want out. And they're like, well, we can move someplace in the States where we don't know anybody, or we can move to Israel and be with his family for a few years and let the kids grow up there for a little while with his family. And her mom is not taking it well at all. And next week, which is episode 3, the whole family, her parents, Lexi, the 2 kids, and the one in the belly, which we know is the baby girl, are going to Israel to see his family. And Lauren is very nervous because her parents know that they're thinking about moving there, but they haven't talked to Alex's family about it yet, and they're worried that her mom and dad are going to pop off.
Wow.
So, but Lauren's my favorite 90-dayer, so
I know. How about that? They want to get out of Florida. Like what? Because everybody knows who they are. They probably don't have any privacy.
Well, and I don't think it's so much about the privacy. It's, Lauren, it's never been her favorite place to live. Her parents moved her there as a teenager. And Alex, he loves Israel.
Yeah.
And in the first episode, her dad makes a comment that, because they break the news at Passover, which was funny. But the dad makes a comment, this is why I didn't want her to marry an Israeli. They always want to go back.
Wow. Oh, man. Lauren and Alexi. Well, it's not like we can't watch them from there.
Yeah, and just like Yara and Jovi, he's been here with the kids, with her family. His family deserves time with the kids too.
Yes, I agree. Especially in this beginning stage when they're growing up.
The kids deserve to know their culture.
Yeah. I agree.
So I can see it from both sides, because my mom would be just as upset if, Joe and I decided, if she was still with us, if Joe and I decided to pick up and go somewhere. But her parents are retired. They can go too. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Maybe they don't want to pick up and move, though.
But they don't have to pick up and move. They can come and stay every couple of months, or, whatever, and see the kids. It's not like they're never going to see the kids again.
Exactly.
And it's different in today's day and age. There's FaceTime, Skype, Zoom,
But it's
Lauren
not
is a mommy influencer.
Yeah.
But
it's not the same, though.
It's not the same, but his family has had to do it for, a couple of years. Her family should have to, give in a little.
I completely agree. Maybe
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, probably go there, stay like another 3-4 years, and then come
that's
on back.
They're talking 5 to 7. I don't think Lauren will make it 5 to 7, but
yeah, but they'll probably put in a good 3.
Yeah.
Which is cool, because that means both of them have had ample time with them. You know what I mean? Because the youngest, the baby girl now is maybe 6 months old.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, and the oldest is 2.5. So
they're still young.
Yeah, and remember, Alex, unlike Lauren, Alex has brothers. Remember, he went for a family wedding. Like, he's got a large extended family that can help with the kids too. Where
Well,
here,
she'll
Lauren
enjoy
only has her
that.
parents.
She'll enjoy that break.
Yeah, and Jewish families are very close. So, like, what Yara gets with her mom, even though they're Ukrainian, I think she's Eastern Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, but that Eastern European culture is to be very, very family oriented. And the grandparents are stealing that baby to the point where you're like, can I see my own child?
I'm
So,
the mother.
and then with the extended family, the brothers, the cousins, and then the cousins' kids, they're going to have young cousins that they can hang out with and play soccer and do whatever.
Yep.
So I think they should do it for a couple of years. At least is in the right age for it because he's the 2-year-old. So
Yeah, he's the first one. What's the middle one's name?
Asher.
Asher, that's right. Like Ashton Kutcher mixed in one.
Actually, I think it's an author's name. The last name's not coming to me, but Asher Fleming, I think it is.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much, Ro. Thank you as always, babe, for being
Oh,
on here
you're welcome.
and making this interesting for us and keeping me in the loop with what's going on over there, because I dropped them once Happily Ever After got as good as it did, but now I'm back,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna probably go ahead and watch those episodes again from beginning to end, and look forward to this tell-all. We'll cover the tell-all next Tuesday, part 1.
Yeah. Sorry about missing Meatless Monday yesterday. It's just, I put it between an appellate brief, doing end of the year accounting for one of the attorneys I work with. I'm his bookkeeper and everything. I didn't get home until 6:30, and then I had to do dinner for the family and start
We
Christmas
know.
wrapping.
We know, baby girl. Tis the season to be busy. But I love you, Buddha, Dolly, Renee, you guys, Kim Turner, of course, my beautiful one. She's yelling from the living room on her way into the kitchen. Goodbye, not guys. Thank you. They said cool. And so we will be back here tomorrow for Midday Motivated. And then, of course, next Tuesday, we'll be back here for Tuesday Takeover, where we will cover part 1 of the tell-all. I'll try to squeeze in that Sister Wives, too, so we can talk about it. Guys, have a great night, everybody. And keep getting ready for Christmas because it's coming. Got my Matrix background. Okay, I keep hitting the button and nothing's happening. You're messing up my nice exit.